Unlocking Your Sexual Freedom. Insights from Gillian Anderson's collection of female fantasies in the book Want, A Therapist's Perspective. Hi, I'm Dr. Tony Weston. Today we're diving into a topic that many of us are curious about, but often find difficult to discuss openly. Sexual fantasies and their profound psychological, emotional and physical impact on our lives. This discussion is inspired by this book by Gillian Anderson, a remarkable collection of female sexual fantasies. Together we'll uncover how understanding and embracing our sexual fantasies can help us overcome inhibitions and live a more fulfilling life as a sexual being. So Gillian Anderson's book Want is a bold, honest collection of female sexual fantasies. Through the book, Anderson highlights that sexual fantasies are not just a surface level indulgence, but rather a deep, meaningful exploration of our physical, psychological, emotional selves. These fantasies offer us a gateway to understanding who we are and what we truly desire. Through the book, Anderson explores how society often shames us into repressing our sexual desires, leading to feelings of guilt, shame and emotional conflict. The result? Many of us live with a sense of sexual inhibition that can limit our ability to fully embrace our roles as sexual beings. However, through the book, this emphasises that fantasies are a natural, healthy part of the human experience, offering a place where we can explore our desires without judgment. The psychological aspect is particularly fascinating. Our fantasies are often shaped by our early experiences, societal influences, and even unconscious desires. But rather than view them as taboo, Want encourages us to embrace them as part of our identity. The more we acknowledge them, the more we can align our emotional and physical selves with these deeper desires. So let's talk more about the psychological, emotional, and physical dimensions of sexual fantasies. From a psychological standpoint, fantasies allow us to explore the parts of ourselves we may not feel comfortable expressing in reality. They help us understand our desires, our fears, and even our traumas. When we give ourselves permission to explore these fantasies mentally, we're engaging in a safe form of self-exploration. It's like trying on different identities or roles, which can be incredibly empowering, particularly for those who feel confined by societal norms. Emotionally, this can be liberating. Sexual fantasies can foster a greater sense of self-awareness and self-acceptance. If we stop viewing them through the lens of shame, we can begin to integrate them into a more holistic understanding of who we are. Allowing ourselves to embrace fantasies emotionally gives us a sense of autonomy over our sexual identity. It enables us to move past societal guilt and embrace our desires without the weight of judgment. Then there's the physical aspect. Sexual fantasies aren't just about mental exploration, they also affect us physically. When we're able to freely explore our fantasies, we can experience heightened sexual pleasure, deeper intimacy with partners, and greater satisfaction with our own bodies. By aligning our psychological, emotional, and physical selves, we create a more fulfilling sexual experience. Now, let's address a crucial question. How can we overcome sexual inhibition and embrace our fantasy more freely? So taking the insights implicit in Anderson's collection of fantasies and putting these together with insights from my own professional experience, here are 4 steps you could consider. Step 1 is simply acknowledging your fantasies without judgment. Many of us have been conditioned to repress these thoughts, but the first step to freedom is recognition. Whether your fantasies are mild or wild, they're part of you, and that's okay. Start by creating a space for self-reflection. This could be a journal about your fantasies, meditate on them, or talk to a therapist if needed. The goal is to strip away the layers of guilt and shame that may have built up over time. Step 2 is practicing mindfulness. This is an incredibly powerful tool for overcoming inhibition. When you feel sexual anxiety or shame creeping in, take a moment to breathe and center yourself in the present moment. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts without judgment, reducing the emotional charge around them. Through mindfulness, we can retrain our brain to view our fantasies as healthy and natural instead of something to hide. Focus on your physical sensations, breathe through any discomfort, and allow yourself to fully experience pleasure. Step 3 is about open communication with your partner. If you're in a relationship, sharing your fantasies in a non-judgmental space can enhance intimacy and trust. It's important to approach this with respect for your partner's boundaries, but also with a sense of curiosity and openness. Open communication about our fantasies and desires can create a stronger emotional connection and foster a shared exploration of our sexuality. Remember, the goal isn't necessarily to act on every fantasy, but to understand and accept them as part of our relationship with ourselves and our partner. 4. Fulfilling our role as a sexual being. Ultimately, sexual fantasies are a natural and important part of our identity as a sexual being. By embracing them, we allow ourselves to step fully into that role. And this can have far-reaching effects on our overall well-being, from increased confidence to better mental health and a deeper connection with our partner. Sexual liberation doesn't just affect our sex life, it impacts our self-esteem, our body image, and our emotional well-being. When we fully accept ourselves as a sexual being, we unlock a new level of personal freedom and fulfillment. So as we've explored today, embracing our sexual fantasies is about more than just pleasure. It's about psychological freedom, emotional liberation, and physical satisfaction. By integrating the insights from want and these practical steps, you can overcome sexual inhibitions and fully embrace who you are as a sexual being. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more in-depth discussions about sexual health and personal growth. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend checking out this book, Gillian Anderson's book Want. See you in the next video.